Alright, this looks like the most damage. Let's see. I think they have it. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Greetings all my happy friends and welcome to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more so you can hopefully struggle less. And today we're going to be talking about a card that I thought is super sweet and you can have some fun with. That is Voice of the Blessed in a mono white life game deck. So it is an aggro deck and a bit of a combo deck, but it centers around gaining life. So we have two major payoffs. The first one obviously being Voice of the Blessed. For white, you get a 2/2 Spirit Cleric. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. So we've seen this before. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 4 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. That's sweet. Getting a beater, a 6/6 Flying Vigilance beater is great. Typically, we've had a hard time kind of getting in if our opponent can chump block these things, and this guy naturally getting flying is fantastic. But there's additional text. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 10 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Indestructible. Kind of feels a little win more, but you got to appreciate the safety net aspect of it, or the insurance that you get once this thing's indestructible. There's very few ways to deal with it. The other payoff we have is Hallowed Priest, which ironically is simply an uncommon. You get a 1/1 human cleric for 1 and a white, and whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Hallowed Priest. So those are the two major cards we're hoping to just get large and in charge and slam into our opponent and take them out as quickly as possible. Mana base is pretty simple. I have chosen not to have any flip lands in, and instead I'm just running 16 plains and 4 Faceless Havens for additional aggro. As you can tell, our curve is extremely low, and so I think we're okay running 20. I am also running 3 Ambitious Farmhands as a way to trigger life gain by playing units or creatures, as well as getting that 3rd land should we need it, or 4th if we wanted to double spell, and as well another way if we're not really doing anything with our mana to flip into another life linker that we wouldn't mind putting +1/+1 counters on. And I'll explain in a minute how we'll do that. A couple additional things in the deck. We are running 1 Redain, God of the Worthy. It could be 2, but as you can tell, I have the one of fun ofs as we experiment. So this is just another flyer that slows down, disrupts our opponent, makes it difficult for them to do things. Sometimes you flip it for the Protector Shield, and that's fine as well, though 4 mana is a little expensive for this deck. We have 1 Priest of the Ancient Lore, just a way to gain a life, draw a card, get a little deeper in our deck. Kind of works if our opponent's trying to bounce things. This was essentially a 3 of, but I cut it to diversify. And then a Maul of the Skyclaves, which for 2 and a white, you get an artifact equipment. When Maul of the Skyclaves enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has flying and first strike. Equip to white. The biggest thing about this is I just want a way to break a stalled board state. If our opponent has a bunch of cards or creatures on the board, we can't quite get in there with our guys, right? And we have some big units. We can essentially slap that on a 6/6, 12/12 Hallowed Priest and get in there. So it also gives us a way to be a little more defensive should we need our 1/1s to block. And then I think that's it. So let's go ahead in the next part. As far as resilience, keeping our guys alive, we're running 4 Valorous Stance. For 1 white, you get an instant that choose 1. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn, which is the primary mode we're going to be using this card. But occasionally we can use it to destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater in things like the mono white matchup, killing dragons, or killing what is it? Hall of the Cave Wave Giant, something like that. You guys know what I mean. And then for Olembach Escorts, it is a 1/1 human cleric for a white, vigilance, and then here's why we're really running it. Sacrifice Olembach Escort, Target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. So we have two different ways of essentially getting Voice of the Blessed indestructible, excluding giving it to itself, so it could survive a board wipe or an early removal spell. Ways that we gain life in the deck. We are running a playset of Traveling Minister, 1 white, or correction, 1/1 for white. Tap, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. You gain 1 life. Activate only as a sorcery. So this may or may not arguably be the weakest form of life gain in the deck because it has to be at sorcery speed, but sometimes the +1 to the attack actually makes a difference. So we're running that. We're running Soulbender, 1/1 for a white, Human Cleric. Tap, you gain 1 life. We could do this at instant speed, so sometimes it can be a combat trick. And finally, Lunarch Veteran is a 1/1 Human Cleric for a white. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Disturbed, 1 and a white. You get a flying 1/1 whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you gain 1 life. If Luminous Phantom would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. So these are our typical 1-drops, so that way immediately after we play our Hollow Priest or our Voice of the Blessed on 2, we can gain a life and start activate them. We are running 2 Luminarch Aspirants just as an insurance policy to give +1/+1 counters should we need it to help kind of Voice get up there in its special abilities, but also to pump up additional creatures should we not have our kind of life gain synergy going on. That's why we are only running 2 of, though I could easily see you playing 4 of these. And then I am running 4 Cleric classes, which is an enchantment. It's just an enchantment class for a white. If you gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. So just kind of getting more value out of our various life stain. We gain enough life in some games, that way we don't have to block and we can continue to slam into our opponent. But should we get up to 4 mana, which does happen, we can level Cleric class. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So there we can start either ramping up our Priest or our Voice, or we can start spreading the counters around to some of our other creatures, diversifying our threats, and this could get out of hand very quickly. And then finally, should the game stall quite a bit and we're into the late game, we can level it to level 3 for a 4 and a white. When this class becomes level 3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to its toughness. This aspect of it has come into play quite often, being crucial, getting back a Voice or a Priest when our opponent killed it, or even getting back like a Veteran or our Escort to give one of our big guys lifelink. So I like it. I think it's a good insurance policy. I could easily see it being a 3 of or 2 of, to be completely honest with you, and then going up in Aspirants. But yeah, I think that's solid. But that's pretty much the deck, ladies and gentlemen and friends. You pretty much want to gain as much life as quickly as possible, making a ginormous 2-drop and just slam into our opponent. So without further ado, let's see how we do in the gameplay. All right. Seems like a pretty good start for us. We'll go ahead and keep this one. And we're on the play. See if it gets us there. So turn 1 Veteran, turn 2 Voice, and then turn 3 Cleric class in the Voice. I love it when your hand plays itself. I will take that. See where opponent plays. You can catch a little bit of momentum with this. I think we'll be in decent shape. Alright, cool. No fast spell or pause, so let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. Might actually play Escort over Cleric class. That way we have some protection. Gain a little bit less life, but I think in the long run that pays off a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. We can keep like our 1 Voice alive at the very least. So this is some serious forward progress. I'm perfectly alright with that. If we draw a oh, well, we can't. Alright, fair enough. So like if we draw a land, maybe we just fire up the cleric class, but it's 4, not 3. So they get the blue. They have bounce, which, yeah. Sure. Then they just burn the, Alright, and there you have it. I mean, sometimes you just sneak underneath, man. Man, I would really liked one of these to be one of our payoffs. So unfortunately, this really doesn't do anything for us. We have 8 payoffs in our deck. Do we think we'll draw one in 2 turns? Man, it's kind of iffy. I hate to go down a card, but we... Alright, there we go. Cool. We can keep this and probably just tuck the farmhand. Guess we can also tuck the faceless haven. Definitely can't do either of our planes, even if we have the farmhand because of blessed. Yeah. Keep. We can go Minister on 1, Voice on 2, and then Farmhand plus Minister on 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and just tuck the Haven here. Keep as much gas in our hand as possible. Alright. I think the mono green... Ooh, nice. I don't think the mono green is a bad matchup for us. Here, I do think that them being on the play is a huge advantage, though, because now, right, we can play and activate farm. So the chances of them having a brawl next turn is pretty darn good, right? So I think we're kind of stuck like Chuck at the moment. So we're just going to go here. That way I can try to level the voice higher than they can brawl. They are going to get to ramp here. Ouch. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think we want to make any blocks here. Yep, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Alright, let's go ahead. Fire this up. They're still going to get to go around us. So if they have something like... Tovolar, we're in a little bit of trouble just because they're going to get to draw 3 cards. Well, that's... Oh, yeah, they give it charge. Fair. Oh, man. They have the brawl. Oh, okay, they use their green. So we're safe with brawl, so we get to eat something here. Well, it's unfortunate. It's kind of our one thing, right? Their last card was brawl. Yep. Man, so close. I thought we played it correctly, but there was really not much we could do there, unfortunately. So this is a pretty decent spot for them. This is crazy. Just one removal spell, man, made the difference. Gosh. I mean, at least we ate something, right? So there's at least that. It's 2 to flip. It's 3 to flip. Well, at least this will accommodate Coven. I think we're good like this. I want to be able to, they'll probably just attack here. We want to be able to block the pack leaders. So, geez, all right. Man, okay. They're doing pretty good. So what are we looking for? We need another payoff here. So we need to go like here, then here, then we can coven this, right? Yeah, these guys not being able to go. Ah, man. Oh, I think if we could have stuck our voice, honestly, I think we would have been, might even had a good chance here. And maybe. I mean, I don't think so, honestly. 1, 2, 3. They could flip this to another 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 damage. Let's see if we can con them into the A space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we should have gotten a little more aggressive, but they're also drawing an additional card every turn. Smart of them to leave back the pack leaders just in case so we can't have any shenanigans. No blocks. We'll take the 9. They'll probably flip their Storm Seekers here. So what are we looking for? I don't think we have anything left in our arsenal. Nice. I am all about some Howling Moon. Weird that they did it post combat though. I'm a little intrigued by that, not gonna lie. Like, it fires off, so they could have definitely gotten some value there. Make another, I can make a 5/5 that blocks something. If we attack, they have to double block. We're not dead. I think we just have to jam and put some pressure on them. I don't know what's in our hand. Alright, it's still 2 for 1 here. I'm alright with that. I think... Oh, I missed the point. I should have played this. Oh. I mean, I don't know. It's touch and go, right? I don't think 6/6 makes a difference right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah, we would have... Yeah, I think we should have just fired it off. This could have been a 7/7, right? Because we would gain the life off of farmhand. I think attacking there for the 2 for 1 is good. Our opponent is ripping straight gas. Holy cow. So they don't have... Oh, okay, I see what it is. They're going all in. Fair. Nice. So the question is, do we chump block here? Kind of want to. Yeah, I think I'm chump blocking here. That gives us a spell to play next turn. Alright, ooh, that's pretty sweet too. So, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we could definitely go past that. Plus, play here. So... Yeah, I think we could gain some. Yeah, looking back, and we have this to get in there in the air. I like that quite a bit. If we need to. Question is, do we play this? Because I really don't want their werewolves to 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I don't know what's in their hand, so we're just gonna play it. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, and I play the card too. This could have waited until after combat. So I just gave him a chump blocker. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked there. Yeah, that was pretty silly. Pretty silly. You have to leave back a blocker. Oh no. That's really good. Because see, next turn we could start getting in there in the air with our Luminous Fenton. Oh, but that guy just... Oh, that guy wrecks our day. That was such a good top deck for them. Nice. Let's see where they send it. They're leaving one blocker back. Huh. All right. What do we have? Maul? It's not... Ooh. So we can get in there in the air. I just don't think it's going to be enough, though, unfortunately. Force the block. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13. We can block the biggest dude. Is this could be enough? Right? So we block the biggest dude, right? This guy's gonna kill one of our blockers, so it's kind of pointless to leave one back, right? We leave 2 back. We can't block this guy. We're gonna block here because this is 5. I guess they're smart enough, they'll spread it around. So we can go all the way up to 14. 5. Let's just say 10 with that. Plus that, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. Really wanted to get an attack in here. Guess we can activate and put a counter on this one. It's not my favorite thing to do. Is attacking here better? No. Oh, man. This is tough. All right, super cool. I mean, they definitely got to do the werewolf thing. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Can we kill them on the crackback? I don't think so. Looks like they did. What just happened? So here's the awkward thing, right? We can activate cleric class now. Why did they not attack? Is that a misclick? Do they think we can survive that? We can get back escort to give our shadow priest lifesteal. Or we can get back voice and trigger. Man. I think we have to get escort back. And we put a counter on it. Yeah, that way. Then go here. Here. Now I feel safe. We can't quite kill them, unfortunately. Is it worth? I think so. I think... Oh, yeah. So, did I miss lethal there? Nice! Oh, that's super cool. Did I miss lethal there? Activate, we would have just put a counter on there. No, right? I think the fact that we can give our Hallowed Priest lifesteal is enough to take it down. Barely, but maybe not. I'm not sure at this point, honestly. Caretaker coming down is pretty legit. This is a lot of damage coming our way. The Arsonist flipping also allows them to kill the escort before blocks, so we're taking all of this. This is super cool. I wonder, did our opponent just want to have like a huge turn? Is that what's going on here? Oh my gosh. We totally could have won there on that turn. We 100% could have won on that turn. Alright, this looks like the most damage. Let's see. I think they have it. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's insane. Absolutely insane. What? I cannot believe we survived that. Holy shnikes. And they didn't get the brawl. That's huge. That is huge. That was huge. Wow, we won that. I really don't know if that was that turn a misclick or not, right? We would have been dead that turn, I think. Man, I'm not sure. Holy cow. I still can't believe we survived that turn. And I miss lethal. I definitely miss lethal, so throw that up on the old Puntawans. Gosh, darn it. Alright, yeah. I think this is keepable. We have our veterans plus, yeah. Going up against planes, that's a good sign. So we're going to go voice next turn. Hopefully we don't see a black source here. Please, no swamp. Alright. I mean, it could still easily be that. Let's just go with voice here. That way, we can play Faceless Haven next turn, and allows us to play Hollow Priest plus another Lunarch veteran. Okay. Ooh, could this be the mirror? I do want to go ahead and play this Hollow P. Nice. That's super cool. I like that. Let's see here. We're really good just play Luminarch Veteran plus Priest. I don't think there's a difference in the order. Green, white, no snow. Let's go ahead and play our Faceless Haven. That way we have this if we need to attack. And then let's go here. Oops, sorry about that. Triggers. And then triggers, we'll still be able to get in at least one attack. We're kind of doing all the things, which is super cool. Leave back our veteran. Then next turn we get to, yep, opponent blocks. Do have to be cognizant of a Doomscar, right? They could be a variant. I feel like they're a green-white enchantment deck. Yep. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get the Hallowed Priest down. It was a little unfortunate, but not the worst. We are going to go all in. Maybe we should have actually just held on that and just swung with the Haven for the extra damage, but I guess we could swing here as well. Yeah, the exile kind of removal is going to be a little difficult to deal with, unfortunately. Alright, let's get in there. At least getting in there for 9 this turn feels pretty good. Our opponent's at 10 already. So, let's see what they got going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, no Doomscar. So this is where you see a little bit of the weakness of the deck, right? They're going to have a chump blocker every turn to deal with our big dude, which is unfortunate. I think... So we can fire up the Haven. Is that better than firing up the Cleric class? I think so. Because they're forced to block the Hallowed Priest here, right? Let's go here just so we get another trigger. And then let's go. And then once again, I mean, they pretty much have to yeah. So they're taking quite a bit of damage here. At 2. No need to activate anything. If they Doomscar here, we have the Escort to give the Priest indestructible. And our opponent scoops it up. Alright. Man, this hand would feel pretty darn good if we had a second land, honestly. We're on the draw. We can hit our third land drop with Farmhand. Question is, do we risk it? This hand feels pretty good. Like 3 ways to gain life plus 2 payoffs. I'm going to keep it and see. Mono white. Okay. Alright. This should be a good matchup for us. If I'm being completely transparent. Reason being is that we'll be able to gain life to kind of push past what they got going on. So we'll see. We need this to be a land. Yes. We got there. That is huge. So let's see here. Chances of them exiling something this turn is pretty good. So I think we play Hallowed Priest. Get him for 1 because they're not going to want to block. They play a Cathar, a Conclave to take the Hallowed Priest, and then I'm hoping we could play Voice of the Blessed. I don't think the 3-1 PVD will hurt us here, just because we have multiple things to do. Ooh. Okay, okay. So, would like to see a land here. Oh, that actually hurt a little bit. So we can go Farmhand plus Soulmender. I think is correct. And then I think we leave back our Soul Priest to keep our life total up. Now I'm feeling pretty good. They hit our voice. Gosh. It's a little awkward right now. And they know about the mall. Them hitting voice is a little irritating. Just because that was going to be able to get, you know, we were going to make it big enough to fly. So let's see. We cleric class plus minister. Ooh. I think... this does let us start picking our opponent's life total, though. They're going to wait till they can exile our priest and get in there. Let's see here. We could pump this guy 1-2 times and then get in. They like triple block or something. So we have Maul. Question is, do we clear class plus minister or do we Rendain? Because it does allow us to start getting in there. Let's just get this going in case we do get our 4th land. Oh, we could do this at instant speed. So we hold here. Like, the issue is definitely Cathar, right? Them having the ability to get rid of one of our creatures is pretty unfortunate. Not worried about the Faceless Haven. If you fire up the Faceless Haven, it bodes well for us. Okay. So that's gonna get activated now. Ooh, nice. Nice. Alright. We need our... oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, still no 4th land. I think we just have to be mana efficient here. So all their guys are going to get big, quick, fast, and in a hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to... they eat up their whole party, the whole board, though. Though, I mean, with this, like, we could just take huge chunks of their life. They're top decking. Let's see here. Oh, wow. That's... I was not expecting the concession there. I think they were in a good spot. Man, I'm really sorry. I hope our opponent didn't think we were trolling them or something like that. I just really... I think it was... there was a fine decision there on whether we attack or not, right? So, that was interesting. Alright. On to the next one. So, yeah. The ironic thing here is that we could gain a preposterous amount of life. Alright, so I don't think we can keep this. But I kind of want to just to see what happens, right? Yeah, whatever. We're keeping it. To be clear, I don't think that's correct. I think this is 100% wrong, but I want to be entertaining as well. And, I mean, okay. Hey, look at that. And we get underneath the, the fight spell. So that's cool. Maybe. They might still brawl us, which is unfortunate. Please don't brawl. Alright, cool. Cool, 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 cool. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that is fair. We're not going to block here. Alright, so if I remember correctly, each of these should trigger individual. Oh my gosh. Alright. What? I could have swore this triggered... Alright, fair. Oh, it's the counter that gets the trigger. That's right. Man, this is not nearly as much fun as I thought it was. Yeah. They don't get the counter. I think they're leaving up Snakeskin Veil. Seems fine. They stuck on Power Ranger class. Okay, cool. Cool. So we need our 4th land quick, fast, and in a hurry, unfortunately. All right, let's go here. I mean, yeah, we're only gaining 1 counter a turn. I kind of feel like we gotta get in there. This might be wrong. But we're gaining a ton of life, so there's that. Our opponent missed the land drop as well. 4th land would be pretty sweet, because then we just fire up the old cleric class every time. Gosh, this was so bad. But, I mean, 1/1 that gains us 5 life a turn doesn't feel too bad. Right? We're going to be gaining 10 life a turn. They get to draw a card. Maybe we should have prevented that since they're stuck on lands. This guy's about to attack as a 6/6. Alright. Farmhand, not bad. Fire this off. Let's get in there. Yeah, whatever. There's only so many times they'll be able to chump block, and we're gaining a preposterous amount of life. Alright, let's go here. Grab other land, take action. Play our land. Next turn we'll be able to activate this. I mean... Okay. So the news is they could start blocking at some point. Fair. Nice. Now you get to draw another card. Leaving back a pack leader. I wish we could attack with more than one thing. So, man. I'm trying to think how we could do this, right? They just chump block. Because I would like to put a counter on, like, here. But then it'd only be a 3/2. They could still kill it. So, I don't know. Just force them to chump every time, I guess. Swing here. I mean, they have to block. It's lethal already, so... The good news is we can fire up the Haven next turn and then put, you know, a counter on it. So let's see if they miss that or not, if they go for the A space. Our opponent's been practically going all out against our life, though. We're still at 21. What creature? Okay. So... I guess we trade. Okay. I think that was fair. So... They... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, they're... I mean, not gonna lie, right? They've been stuck on land, so you know, but we kept a quadruple cleric class hand. Like, how gross is that? All right, let's fire up the Haven before I misclick something. We'll suit up the Haven. Put the counter on the Haven because this gets a counter anyways. We'll go into the red zone. They are down to 3. We play a land and why? Oh, because I can activate it again. Alright, is this the Asika's Chariot? If it's Cadillac, they got a decent chance. And they call it in. Alright. Awkward game for sure. But we got there. I hope you guys enjoyed the shenanigans. Oh, that was great. Man, this hand is pretty darn close to being good. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. We have farmhand to hit our third land, and then we have Priest of Ancient Lore to get us a little deeper into our deck. So I'm gonna try it, but I'm not actually sure if I'm being completely honest. Let's play Minister first, just because I think I'd rather have this one killed than Soul Mender. Soul Mender ends up being a bit of a trick, so let's go ahead and play Farmhand. So this may be a control deck, which I'm glad I get to record it, because honestly, without our busted opening start, this could be a pretty bad matchup for us, if I'm being completely honest. So I think we just attack with both versus like gaining a life. Just because it plays around them having like a burn. I don't want to play into Girardi Disruption, so we're simply gonna play Soulmender and pass. And then next turn we'll be able to activate Coven. So is this gonna be a Fading Hope? Spike Feed, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Don't quite think that is worth saving. I mean, it could have allowed us to flip Farmhand, but I don't think using one of our key, preventative measures. Nice! We get to leave up Stance here. I like that. So Aspirant is something that we will Valor Stance. Saw it coming. Alright, yeah, roger that. Unfortunate, but I mean, they were going to use it at some point, right? Oh. Well, that's a little scary. This still doesn't let us activate. Let's just get in there and see what they do. Man, that's unfortunate. Aspirant was definitely one of the ways we were going to get in this game. Let's see if they have another counter. Okay, they don't. We get to draw a card. They deluge this turn. Okay. Yeah, our opponent at 13 right now. There's a voice, but I want to leave up Stance. So I think we have to do it next turn. Expressive Iteration, that's good. I like that. So what are we looking to do here? We can't play Voice plus... Well, yeah, we just won't have Coven. Call. Alright, tapped. Tapped out. Can we capitalize on this? I don't think so, unfortunately. So is getting in one more damage. I think we just need to grow our voice. And I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. That way we don't have to worry about... Ooh. Oh, man. I mean, we're telegraphing that we have something, but I think at this point, leaving up Valor Stance for the rest of the game is a lot more important. Okay. It's a good series of cards for our opponent for sure. Yeah, they haven't had the Fading Hope, which is really their answer to one of our bigger units. Oh, we could do... Nope. So they're going to block. That is fine. There's the Fading Hope. I guess we need to fire this off. Definitely glad we waited. Let's see here. Farmhand plus... Nope. Definitely think that was an early Fading Hope. 5/0, fair. Alright, so now you guys get to see it. This is the bad matchup for us. Yeah, they just... Having bounce is kind of tough. I think, you know, we really need to get underneath them for lack of a better... We played our land. So let's just go here and fire this off again. And we'll just wait. Once again, we're telegraphing the Valor stance, but the thing is that it stops them from potentially killing it with a burn spell, right? Or a this deck doesn't run Doomscar, but they are showing white. But more importantly, or another aspect as well, is that should they take their Epiphany turn, they fire up the Hall of the Storm Giants to kind of get in a ton of damage, we can stance it. So that's pretty much why. And, you know, we're pretty power heavy or mana heavy right now. Our opponent feeling pretty secure at the fact that they're not, or they're borderline tapping out. Let's go ahead and get our dude big. Maybe we can we get it flying this turn? I don't think so. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, we can actually. Okay, cool. Yeah, take action. Grab a plains, thin the deck. Play our land. Play the other one. That gives us a counter. Take the action. I mean, they left one, so they have the other Fading Hope. What are you going to do, right? And we're going to leave up, so we're not going to Coven this turn. Let's do this. Let's see if we can sneak in there. Oh, okay. All right, all right. So that bodes well for us. Doomscar as we expected. It may have led me to not play out everything, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we'll Valor stance. That's all we can do. We get to bring back Veteran at least. They have the counter spell. We'll probably just scoop it up. There you go. Good game. Yep. I mean, it is what it is. Like, we had a slow start. I think if we had the capability of getting one of our bigger lifesteal units down on the board quicker, I think we would have been in a significantly better position to just apply more pressure to our opponent. But that's the way it happens sometimes. But that's good because you guys got to see that in, I believe, game 1. So the deck is fun. You guys saw it. I will put this one at an even 3 to craft. Yeah, I think this is an even 3. Because, I mean, Veterans can go in any deck, and that's Aspirants, right? You can go up to 4 Aspirants, stance, but Voice is pretty narrow, and then all these one-of fun-ofs aren't necessary in the deck, so yeah. I'll put this deck at a 3. I think you can climb with it. Actually, you know what? It is kind of cheap, though. There's no Mythics in the deck, right? And we're looking at, what, 4, 8... And these are interchangeable. 12 rare. Actually, you know what? Okay, I will go with a 4, actually. I think the fact that this deck is good against mono green and good against mono white, right? And it just has the ability to go underneath strategies if they don't have an answer to our Voice or our Hallowed Priest. I think actually, and the low cost, you know, to craft this deck, I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a 4. I think you could definitely climb with this deck. I have a winning record with it. So, yeah. Obviously, I think you can go up or down on cleric classes. I like the additional life gain. I like the ability to get counters and then the resilience of getting something back. But I do think the rest of our 1-drops are pretty mandatory, to be completely honest with you. Farmhand can come and go. Everything else should stay. And then at the 3-drop slot, it is up to you. I like Raydane quite a bit. I think she does a lot of interrupting. I like the fact that Maul can send our guys in the air to get in that extra damage, because sometimes you aren't going to have Voice of the Blessed, so giving our Priest or something else that we're giving counters to is extremely good as a 1-2 punch. And I've seen some people play some of the I forgot what it is, but the Footlands that is a removal spell. I think that's fine as well. But I like the ability to have a Faceless Haven. Like, for example, there, when our opponent Doomscarred that last game, if we had a Faceless Haven, I would have felt a little bit better. So yeah, and normally I think on that last game too, just retroactively, if we didn't have the ability to give enough counters to our Voice to fly over, I think I would have held the 2 farmhands, but, you know, it is what it is. But alright guys, that's going to do it. Friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video and the deck. But until next time, as always, happy gaming.